taken in the end zone. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. On 1st and 10, Mayfield. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. He's got a man complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. And that one results in 35 yards.
And the Browns first down.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. First carry for Nick Chubb. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On 2nd and 9, Mayfield. That is caught at the 7. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Touchdown,
Jarvis Landry, 39 yards. And the Browns have taken the early lead. So now the Browns are going to line up and go for 2. And now we've got a stoppage and a timeout here called by the defense. It's their first of this first half as they look to regroup and hopefully stop the 2-point conversion coming up. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. From the gun, Mayfield. And this is going to be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. He's at the 50, the 40, 30.
Well, there's some excitement, right? Go for 2, and instead it gets picked off. And how about the return? Give him a lot of credit, though, for not giving up after the play.
Yeah, the troops rallied.
Exactly, and getting back there and making the tackle and not giving up 2 points themselves.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Washington takes on 22-yard line.
A run here for J.D. McKissick. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Tackle made there by Myles Garrett.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Now Heineke looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. On third down, Gibson. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
A gain of 3. It's 4th down.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and that will force a turnover on downs. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. He'll find Bryant, his tight end. It's complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. A good pickup there for the Browns. 15 yards. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Baker Mayfield with a touchdown pass to Austin Hooper. And the Browns add 6 to their lead.
The tight end position has always been dangerous, especially in the red zone, short field. But now even more so because these tight ends aren't necessarily the tight ends of old. They're the rocked-up wide receivers who have a little bit more speed. Way harder to cover than before.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. So now, Charles, 2 touchdowns, 2 tries at 2-point conversions, and both fail.
And you want to say, let's go ahead and run the kicker out there from now on, but the problem is you're chasing points at this stage. So now you got to dial up more 2-point conversions and hope you're successful from here on out.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. First carry for Peyton Barber. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Malcolm Smith there for the stop.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. And he'll give it here to his running back. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And this is going to be intercepted. The ball comes out. And now look at him go. And he will score. Touchdown, Washington. 15 yards. And Washington able to make this a close game again.
I'm glad we were paying attention during the rules seminar because we learned the only time you can't advance a fumble like that is in the last 2 minutes of either half.
Right. Other than that, if that ball's out, whether forward or backwards, it's live and free for anybody.
No doubt about it. When you say free, that means he's got free reign to pick it up and go. That's exactly what happened there. Took it in for a touchdown.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. A first down throw for Mayfield. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Complete.
Odell Beckham, 84 yards. And the Browns are able to strike quickly for 6. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their 3rd possession. They don't have a first down yet.
That means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving it to more up-tempo type of an offense, just to try and change their fortunes right now. What they've been doing so far isn't working. Maybe they'll do that.
Second and 5. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Second quarter now from our nation's capital, and it's Washington in possession of the football. Coming up on a 3rd and 4. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, it's Thomas. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good.
Washington.
An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion.
At the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's a toss play right, Barber. And he stopped immediately there.
Peyton Barber,
no gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Williams on the tackle.
You don't see that a ton, do you? With a cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. They'll run the toss to Barber. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge, whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end, in the direction they want to run the football? If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. They'll try and throw for it here. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. They'll run on 1st down. It's Gibson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
Ball carrier. He was taken down behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 49-yard line.
2nd and 11. Now back to throw. And incomplete. He tried to leave it underneath. Nearly got picked. They may be lucky to have that one back. 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 11.
56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. 56 the Mike, boys. 56. Check.
He'll look to throw. That one is slants to McLaurin. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the 1st, right around the 42. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
It's 4th down.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. That's to his running back, complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Here's McKissick. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Off to Thomas on the left side. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and put the down marker back to 1.
Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
2nd and 6.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They give it off here to the tight end. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Down and 8.
A carry now for McKissick. And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. From the left hash, this from 34. Hopkins' kick is good. So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football and something they've worked on since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
So quick on the spin.
He's spinning, man.
And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports. This taken in about 4 yards deep, and we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up.
7-yard line.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Catch is made. It's Harmon. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Barber on 1st and 10. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Second and 11. Slings this deep from McLaurin. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
Following the interception, Mayfield. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Landry. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. Play fake. Mayfield. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And they finally put an end to this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
In the 3rd quarter here in D.C., a 2nd and 10 upcoming. His throw incomplete. Credit that breakup to Greedy Williams.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
They'll set up a throw. That's complete to his tight end, Sprinkle. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown run. And Washington now within a 2-point conversion of tying this game. Now the Washington offense going to stay out there and go for 2. They'll look to throw. And, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit.
Well, as most teams do in their two-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you get a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there. That's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's third down.
And 3 yards to go.
Throwing, Mayfield. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And Washington will take control of the football in great field position. They will run it. It's McKissick. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
He was taken down at the 20.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv, and you run into a tough crowd.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Washington on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 11. They're going to go with a tight end here on the running play. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
Dustin Hopkins on for the field goal. A 39-yard attempt.
And Hopkins' kick is good. And with that, they have taken the lead by a point here in the 4th. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. And he'll find some space up to about the 25.
Number 24.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. Leaves them with 3rd and just a yard.
It's 3rd down.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns. But guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Mayfield on play action. And finding the tight end Hooper. Less than 2 minutes to play. Down to the wire we go in a 1-point game. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going. Mayfield. They set up the screen to Chubb. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And all the way down to the 25-yard line. Call that a gain of 38. A big march forward on the 3rd down conversion.
That's why you call a screen. You want to catch a defense overcommitting. Plenty of space available, and that matched up perfectly. What a convoy he got downfield to pick up big yardage on that play.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. They'll look to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
Yeah, the Browns are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as they get the conversion there on 3rd and inches.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Back to throw. Flush to his right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking to get it to Jarvis Landry that time. But it'll be 2nd and goal.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
He's back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete. He was trying to get it to his tight end, David Njoku, but now it's 3rd and goal. Back to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute.
Wow, I know it's a never say never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but not. You got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
Washington, 19.
Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away.
Taken about 7 yards deep.
And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll put it out to the 25.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
One possession game, time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Mike 56, Mike 56. We go. Mike 56, right there, 56. Oh, yeah, 56 to Mike. 56 is the Mike. Watch QB drop.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he finds McLaurin. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout.
As the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
The intended receiver was Thaddeus Moss.
And now it's 2nd down.
On the coverage.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line.
Intercepted by the Browns.
The Browns drive about to get started. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. Looking for Landry, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby, but he will not be able to bring it back. My goodness, what a bizarre ending. The kind of decision that could get a quarterback released before he gets back to the locker room. But fortunately for him and his crew, the ball game is over.
19.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of...
You're exactly right. They took us down to the last play where...